Chicago is truly one of a kind, from the breathtaking skyline, countless athletic achievements, and fantastic food. It's considered one of the most radically diverse large cities in the nation and has one of the best public transportation systems in the country. There are few cities in the world like Chicago. That being said, Chicago isn't for everyone, and in today's video, we'll discuss 5 reasons why you may not want to move to Chicago. Hi everybody, my name is Ralphie Velasco and I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area, and I've been selling homes to people just like you looking to move to Chicago. If you want to buy, sell, or rent in the Chicagoland area, make sure to give us a call, email, or message. All of our information is going to be in the description box below. Now, I get calls, messages, and emails from people all across the country, and they all want to know what it's like to live in Chicago. Today, I'm going to give you an honest cons of living here in Chicago. There's a lot of good to talk about when it comes to Chicago, but today specifically, we're going to focus on the bad and the ugly. I'm going to start with the first reason why you may not want to move to Chicago, which is the high property taxes. Illinois homeowners average $4,942 in property taxes, which is double the national average. The city of Chicago, along with the state of Illinois, have extremely high debt obligations, mostly due to government pensions that drive up the cost of living for everybody in the state. This is the main reason that home prices have not kept up with other markets across the country. The high tax burden increases your monthly housing expense, making it difficult for many people to afford. If you're considering moving to Chicago, make sure you factor in the high cost of taxes. That being said, compared to other metro areas in the nation, Chicago is still the best bang for your buck. I get a call from people looking to move here from Canada, New York, and California who are amazed at how much their money can buy here in Chicago. Considering the cost of living, incredible job markets, and world-class cultural amenities, Chicago is still a great place to call home despite the high taxes. The second reason not to move to Chicago is the tough commute times. According to US News, the average commute time is 29 minutes, which is longer than the national average. Chicago ranked 3rd worst in the country, only behind Boston and Washington, D.C. Chicago also ranked 7 of the most congested cities in the world. The traffic problem was so bad that Elon Musk proposed one of the first tunnels be bored here by the Boring Company. The plans didn't go very far, but Chicago continues to improve transportation with new highways and improving public transportation. In fact, according to the CTA, this transportation network is the 2nd largest public transit system in the United States, serving the city of Chicago and 40 surrounding communities. On an average weekday, 1.64 million people use the CTA. Chicago is also the 6th most walkable city in America. But if you rather bike, Chicago has over 225 miles of bike-only lanes across the city and growing rapidly. If you rather take the train, the CTA will get you around the city and the metro will take you to the surrounding suburbs. If you live in the city, you can get almost anywhere without a car. However, a car or metro is a must if you live in the suburbs. Hey, if you're interested in some of the best Chicago suburbs, make sure to check out the 9 best Chicago suburbs of 2022. Great video, and you'll learn a lot about the suburbs. Corruption is the 3rd reason you may not want to move to Chicago. Chicago organized crimes go back to the early 1900s with Al Capone and is still notoriously corrupt. There have been dozens of high-profile public corruption cases in the past few decades. Most recently in 2009, former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich was sentenced to 14 years for a laundry list of federal crime, including attempting to sell the Senate seat that was vacated by President Barack Obama. While public corruption is a problem in Chicago, it's important to note that the city has made strides to root out corruption in the recent years. Just this year, the city council passed sweeping ethics reforms to prevent pay-to-play politics. The mayor also created an inspector general's office to investigate allegations of corruption. We hope this gets resolved soon, but Chicago is still the 3rd most corrupt city in the nation. The 4th reason not to move to Chicago is the high crime rate. According to a study by Wallet Hub, Chicago is the 3rd most dangerous city in America. The city's murder rate is higher than that of New York and Los Angeles combined. Chicago's high crime rate is often attributed to the city's strict gun laws, because it's illegal here to carry a concealed weapon in Chicago, and the city has also banned assault weapons, and there's a waiting period for all gun purchases. But the high crime rate is still a serious problem here in Chicago, which the city is working to address. Finding a safe place to live in Chicago and suburbs isn't very difficult, But you have to be careful. There are plenty of great neighborhoods in Chicago, but there are also areas that you should probably avoid. If you're looking for a safe place to live, check out our list of safe neighborhoods in Chicago. The link is going to be in the description box below. The cost of living is the fifth and final reason not to move to Chicago. According to a study by Kalpinger, Chicago is the sixth most expensive city in America. The high cost of living is partly due to the city's high taxes. Chicago has higher sales tax than any other major city in the nation, and the city also has higher property taxes than any other major city. The cost of living can be a challenge for residents, especially those on fixed incomes like seniors and Social Security, for example, that will find it that their benefits won't go as far here in Chicago as they would possibly in other rural parts of the country. Despite the challenges, many people love living here in Chicago, and the city has really so much to offer, from world-class museums, theaters, and compared to any other large city in the nation, it's still a great budget option. We hope this was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions or if there's anything we can do to help you in your home buying or selling process. You can visit our website or give us a call. All of our information is going to be in the description box below. There are plenty of blogs on our website that offer information about living in Chicago. Again, remember, the city has many wonderful attributes and many people call this place home. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.